Hello everybody, so we have a funny little thing here in the 7 Deadly Sins Idle Adventure. So, we just got this new unit, the one Escanor, and his ultimate skill deals quite a significant amount of damage, and his final attack damage is increased by 4% for each 1% of his remaining HP. So if he's close to full HP, he gets 400% of final damage, which is very much. And he has a pretty high base attack stat. So what happens if you put him here instead of in one of the front rows is he walks up and his first attack to hit the boss will be his ultimate, which results in that the boss is still a low level and has low stats while Escanor hits him. So his defense is low. His resistances are low. So this is what will happen when you run this team. He'll walk up and he will hit him for a very large amount of damage. But what you saw there, after he hits him, he instantly gets one-shot by Akumu. Because Akumu will respond to the damage it took. It's now level 1079 immediately after one hit. So what we can do to utilize this scenario is go and build a team around it. So with this, you will sometimes accidentally hit it, sometimes proc and get around 4 to 5 G of damage, which is, well, nearly double. But that's not why we're doing this. So then there's one last team, and it brings back the Elizabeth Reflect skill. So what this does is it hits hard with Escanor. Then it activates the Reflect and it reflects on these tanks. So we filled up the entire back line with a few units, and what happens is you'll see soon that we will do a lot of damage with the Reflect because we do a lot of damage. He attacks us, the damage goes up because the Reflect hits, and we just keep doing damage, and we'll get about 20 G score, which is not too shabby. It's pretty good. We like this. This is amazing. But what can happen is that we will get an amazingly high score of close to 300 G. And I can run this a few times to see if we can hit something extremely high. Here we got 10, which is not very good for this team comp. But I'll run it a few more times so you guys can see what can actually happen. I hit 270 before. Look, we've got 52 right now. 52 is absurdly high. That shouldn't happen. I'll also add a little clip of the 270 G score as well, because I've recorded it. But this is not supposed to happen. The stuff with Escanor, it's a fun little trick you can do. It can be intended. It does not necessarily break the game too much because everybody can get some copies and can use the skill, and it works with other characters as well, though not as much. But with the Reflect in a combination, getting this amount of score, you can see it on the leaderboards already as well, on the boss rankings. Here's 17, here's not that much, here's 90, 55, 40, 96, 82. It's just incredible. And on the Crimson Raven and the Einek, it does not work, as far as I know. But in the other three bosses, it does work because they respond to the damage, which is absolutely bonkers. This does work mostly if you do have a decked out Escanor. For example, my Escanor currently is 13 stars, and I have 2 levels of Super Awakening, and he has a massive amount of damage. That's why this works so well. But this really needs to be addressed, so that's why I made this video, to show you guys, explain how it works. And yeah,